I really felt that this record felt like the clock had gone round full circle back to 12 again. And either we'd go and do this record, it would be shit, it would be so bad, and we'd all be like, right, that's it, bye. Or we'd maybe get to go round again.
It was definitely nice to take some time off. It was nice to take some time away from it. And I think with us all having kids and things, you know, it's quite a self-indulgent thing being in a band. It's quite so it was nice just to step away from that and be a person again for a while. After years of doing this, I mean, we've been doing it a long time, you end up at the end of a road and there's nothing, you know, you've done everything you can do there, so you've got to try and back up and find new roads. And I think that's, for me, that's by learning new things and learning new ways of doing things, you know. So. Write a book, change your name, run 1,000 miles away, bite the hook, change your game, in the end it's all the same.
You know, there's no point in just making records for the sake of it. I think you have to really want to, because it's once you've, especially when you've got families, once you've made a record, then you know you're kind of looking at a lot of work after that fact. So, you know, a lot of kind of going away, touring, a lot of, you know, this kind of thing. And so you have to really want to do it and have to really feel like the record's worth making. The first little kind of writing session that we did was like, we'd do these kind of week-long sessions. We did one in London at Nigel Godrich's place, all together, all in the room. And that was, another guy came out of that one. You can say what you want, say what you want. And then we did another one in Berlin, Franny's basement. We did another one at a friend Tim's studio near Brighton.
When we sit in a room together and play, it's really nice, and it's really otherworldly. You know, you suddenly are lifted by these other three people into a realm. To have time away and to become slightly different people and have different things, and then bring that back together and still have the magic but with new influences, it's really special. And it's nice, you know, from the point we started playing again together, it felt really, it was enthused with something new.
The night I hear you talking in your sleep, the same old story. All I know, it's not me you've been talking to.
The weird moments in New York, say in Berlin, those two sort of sessions were particularly productive. You get that magic when everyone plays something and you know that's kind of the direction it's going to go, and usually it sticks, then it's right. You know, when something's a bit sticky in the wrong way, you have to start again or ditch it. You know, we put a lot of effort into this, so it's been quite rewarding to see how we've kept all of the building blocks and then went to the studio with Michael and got a lot done quickly.
This exercise of doing these writing sessions, for me, was more about us all getting eye to eye again, coming back and going, right. It was like a relationship therapy or something. Being in a band is like being married, and being married for 20 years is hardcore.
Bands are funny things. The chemistry is very specific, and I think you notice that as soon as a member leaves a band or something happens and there's a change in personnel, then that completely changes what the band feels like. Maybe not what it sounds like, but what a band feels like. If the chemistry's good, then you stick together as much as you possibly can, as long as you possibly can. Even if that means taking a break for a long time to make sure that you get back together.
We recorded the record in a studio in Norway called Ocean Sound Recordings, and it's on an island in the northwest of Norway, which is kind of on paper quite a random place to go, and remote as well. Logistically, it's quite hard to get to. And we went there. I'd been invited to do a gig. The organisers said, "Oh, come and see the studio we've got over here." And on the car drive over, he said, "We have the desk that they recorded OK Computer on." And I'm like, "Really?" Because we recorded The Man Who on that desk. And he's like, "Really?" So we got to the studio, and there's the desk that we have this relationship with.
There wasn't like a wasted day, you know, we were just working all the time. And normally when you're in the studio, there's a lot of kind of waiting around, or there's days when it's not really working, things don't happen, but it just seemed to just go and go and go. And it really built as we were kind of there to this, you know, by the end of the 3 weeks, we were like, the record was practically done.